All right, everyone. So we're going to be doing this live. Okay. So we're going to be playing some more Battlefield REDSEC, right? So that is the new battle royale within Battlefield that is free. So if you haven't tried it yet, you could download it for free on Xbox without the Battlefield game, I'm pretty sure. And certainly on Steam, I saw you could get it for free. So one of the reasons I wanted to do this video was because we've played now this game. I mean, what did it came out 2, 3 days ago? We've played a good amount. Okay, we've played hours and hours of this battle royale so far. And one of the interesting things I found was that this had a on Steam that is a negative review. And I don't know if that's still the case because sometimes they even update it with more recent reviews. Obviously, this is pretty recent, so they're not going to update it with that yet. But I'm not sure if there's been a change. But I was reading an article from Insider Gaming, and they gave a few different examples of the negative reviews that were on Steam. So I'm going to read a few of them as we're playing. I am doing this live. I wanted to do this live just so we could really talk through and also still be playing the game as we go. But the first one was about the challenges within it. So I do not like being forced to do challenges for the Battle Royale when I'm just interested in playing the base game. Please keep Battle Royale challenges separate from the standard multiplayer. If you want to have some multiplayer as timed mode for the Battle Royale, that's fine, but please keep it separate. So this is something that, in my view, is completely different from the battle royale itself. Meaning, from what I can gather, okay, what this person is saying is that they're trying to get people to play this battle royale, right? They're trying to get people to cross over. Now, this seems pretty popular to me, so I don't know they really need to do too much to have that happen, but they need to make that happen, and so they're putting challenges in that you have to do in the battle royale. That is a comment I 110% agree with. You need to understand, that the Battlefield game itself, which I think is phenomenal in and of itself, right? I think it's really good on its own. It's not going to be for everybody. And let's just be clear about something. It shouldn't have to be for everybody, right? This game should not have to be for everybody. So by by telling your player base, we're going to make you try it out. We're going to make you play it to get some challenges and to rank up. I think that is completely and utterly a bad decision. Just my 2 cents on it. So I completely agree with that as a negative. But I will also say this: I don't think it's necessarily fair that that's getting lumped in with how the battle royale itself is reviewed. Meaning that's an overall bad thing with the a bad decision they made, but it has nothing to do with the actual battlefield itself. Terrible UI that mimics COD's greedy skin bundle store 1-to-1. They aren't even trying. I don't really know about that, to be completely honest with you. That didn't seem, I mean, to this point, I haven't, I understand that maybe people don't like the UI, and I understand, there are plenty of reasons, right? There are plenty of reasons to, as we get this pretty nice kill. But now there's another person coming, so let's do our best to, okay, we got taken out. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I understand that there's kind of this fear of microtransactions, coming into this game in a big way. I get that. I'm not gonna, get hung up on it. So far I haven't had any issue with it. I haven't seen any real problems with it, but I completely understand why people would feel this way. Next one, no solo queue and no disable autofill option, so you can't even play solo against duos. So I'm writing this review because I wouldn't have downloaded the game if I knew that beforehand. So hopefully it saves someone time. I'll edit this if they change it. Okay. I just want to point this out. And I was someone when I first downloaded this game, I wanted to play in a solo queue, right? I was someone who was like, look, mainly because I'm not going to be talking on the mic all that much, especially if obviously we're doing this, right? I'm doing a video. So I was kind of like, from the standpoint of, is it really the, best to have a battle royale and not let people just queue in on their own? So I was in total agreement with, oh wait, someone's getting killed here. We got to go help them out. I was in total. Okay, well, never mind. We're not going to have time to do that. So that's great. I was in total agreement until I started playing, and I really think this is. I'm not saying they shouldn't add a solo queue because I really don't know what that would do at all to harm the game. Maybe they figure they'll get less players playing the modes that they want to. Oh boy, okay, where we still only have this pistol. Can I got to get out of here without him hearing. I completely. Oh, and there's okay. So we're starting off this video quite bad, but I completely understand the thinking of, yeah, we need a solo queue because a lot of us just want to get into a game and play. And when you have teammates, we're going to lose this thing quick. When you have teammates, you certainly feel like, if I'm not on the mic, like now it's a different thing, right? I completely understand that all the way through. The problem is that once you really play this battle royale, you understand that actually what makes this battle royale different, what makes this battle royale so much fun, is in the fact that you're playing as a team. And I brought this up in some of my past videos where, to me, the best part of this game, the most fun I've had, is the fact that you're sitting there, kind of like what we were just doing, even in the beginning of this, where you feel like you're dropped behind enemy lines and you're trying to figure out how to survive, right? You legitimately, it doesn't feel like Fortnite where, okay, you get dropped in and then you jump around and you build, you do all this stuff. And I played a lot of the Fortnite Battle Royale because I loved it, but it doesn't give off the vibe that this game does, nor is it trying to. Even Warzone, haven't played Warzone as much, but it doesn't give off that vibe of the behind enemy lines aspect, right? It just doesn't do it like that. And so this game actually having another partner, there really is a big, in my opinion, that really is a big deal, right? I can understand why when they were making this, they said, we're not going to put in a solo queue because it's team based. And so I understand this comment, and this guy's saying, or girl is basically saying, hey, we're, we're not in any way, shape, or form excited about this. We're not happy with this. Want there to be a solo queue. I would have never even downloaded it if that was the case. I just hope this person decided to play it with quads or duos because that's the same way of thinking. And I wasn't like, oh, I shouldn't have downloaded this. I was going to play it regardless. But I had the same initial reaction of there not being a solo queue. What a disaster decision until I started playing it. And as soon as I started playing it, probably took me, and I'm just making sure I don't die here. Let's pick this up. As soon as I started playing it, right, it became this thing of, you know what, actually, I understand why they didn't have a solo queue. And maybe they're going to end up adding it in, but I can understand why, if you're trying to, especially initially, if you're trying to celebrate and showcase your battle royale. If someone plays this solo, they might actually look at this and go, this is not as good as we wanted, right? This isn't that great. It's actually kind of boring and not as good. That's because I don't think this battle royale would play the same as a solo queue, right? I just don't. Now that it's out already and people have already tried it with the solo queue or without the solo queue, now maybe you can add it in. And then if people say, hey, we don't really like that, they could just play this normal one. But I do think people, in a sense, may have been a little bit, I don't want to say bored, but I think having teammates and even the fact that I'm not even on the mic, I still feel like you can communicate through the game pretty well anyways, right? I still feel like there's a level of, whether it's marking stuff or, just kind of, there just seems to be a level of communication you can have without even having to speak, which I found to be pretty cool in this one. So I can understand that comment, but this is one of the reasons why, even on the Steam reviews for this game, the ones we've talked about, at least the ones that were in this Insider Gaming article, I just don't think that they actually are doing a very good service to people that are considering getting this game. I'm really happy that they decided to make this battle royale free because people might just say, you know what, I'm just going to download it to try it and not just go off reviews. But so far, the reviews that we've read, they in my opinion, they don't actually have all that much to do with the actual game itself. They just don't seem to have all that much to do with the actual game. And I do think that's kind of uh not upsetting, but it's a little bit unfair, you know? Now, look, they're the ones who made the decision, right? I get that. They're the ones that made the decision to have challenges, having to play the BR. That is a critique of the Battlefield game, but it's not a critique of the BR itself, right? That's a decision they made, and I think it's a little bit unfair to be like, yeah, I'm going to give this a negative review because of this, when it has nothing to really do with the BR, right? And I'm not saying that person shouldn't have left that review, right? Because he's accurately pointing out how he feels about it. I'm just saying, I just think it's doing a disservice. And a lot of these have been reviews that aren't really going after the actual main parts of this. Like I said, I completely understand the challenges. If people don't want to, no fan of this series, right? No Battlefield fan should feel like they have to go out and play this battle royale. Battlefield fans did not ask for the BR, right? The whole point of this BR existing, the whole point of this BR existing was because basically the EA, right, or whoever is, making these decisions, but probably goes all the way up, right? They're like, look, this is an untapped market for us. We want to give it a shot and we think we have a good idea, right? That was kind of the way of thinking. And what have we brought up in every video we've done on the topic? What have we said? Well, very simply, we pointed out that as long as they make sure that the actual Battlefield game itself stays the same, right? As long as oh, someone else took it out. Oh my God. Oh, that stinks. We could have got that. As long as they make sure that the OG Battlefield, right? The main reason people are playing this game, which isn't the Battle Royale, as long as they don't screw that up, then it's fine, right? It's just adding more content to the game. And we're in a bad situation here. Let's fall back a little so I don't get sniped. As long as they do that, it's fine, right? I'm not going to be overly upset. But that thing that reviewer said, right, or the person that left the review, him saying, well, there were challenges, and I haven't actually seen these yet. My guess is that's because I've been playing the BR instead of playing, the actual mode. But that's basically telling people, yeah, you have to try it out to do today's challenge. That's not what this should be, right? This should be an appeal to the people that wanted a battle royale, not trying to make people that didn't want the battle royale come play this. That just shouldn't be the case. People will try it if they want to try it. If not, don't force them. Oh, we're getting taken out from behind here. This is a really bad situation for us. And I guess so. I guess my overall point is that if you see the negative reviews on Steam, it's not that this is a perfect BR because it's not. But just keep in mind that a lot of what's being complained about isn't actually BR related, right? It's not that there's some really, really bad thing, right, that's going on. I've heard some people talk about the challenges, like these missions, not challenges, I shouldn't say that. Missions, the mid-game missions, that you see us complete at one. I actually love the idea of having to do that. It just adds a level of like, first off, it's a way you could actually get better loot, right? Instead of just having to hope and pray that you find some loot somewhere or that you have to go get a kill, you just do a mission, right? And in that mission, you should be able to complete it, and then you end up getting better loot, right? So that's number one. So I don't actually hate the missions. I think the vibe they're going for, missions fit. It's like you're dropped in with three other people. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is not gonna be good. I gotta get inside. You're dropped in with a bunch of other people, and bottom line is you got to survive, right? And that's it. So I'm really liking it so far. If you see the negative reviews on Steam, understand that there's really the reason for the negative reviews, as I'm missing every shot that I take. The reason for the negative reviews in some ways are not because this is not a bad BR, or not because it's a battle royale. It's more because there's people that either they're not fans of the battle royale in general. That's certainly one, or two, little decisions like adding challenges, which that have nothing to do with how good this is in itself. And so if you're someone who's on the fence about this and you're like, I don't know if I should download it, I would tell you, if you download it and give it a chance, because I think it's worth it. I really hope that they don't screw this up, right? Because there's a big chance that they end up screwing this thing up royally. There's a huge chance that they end up screwing this thing up royally and adding the microtransaction stuff and all of that. Luckily, it appears, at least from what we've seen so far, it appears that they are very kind of dialed in to the feedback from the community, and that they're not just going to say, "Oh yeah, let's let's do this in the name of a microtransaction." They understand every time. What was it? There was a skin that people were like, "This is a little bit too." They said this is like this isn't feeling like the Battlefield experience. So what did they do? I think they're working on. I don't know if they've gotten rid. I think they got rid of it, and they're working on making it feel more like it should, right? And they're listening to the community. Bottom line, and that is a big deal. I know we kind of get used to this thing of always knocking these companies, which in a lot of cases they deserve them, but we should also give them credit where credit is due. And sometimes companies are gonna make dumb decisions, right? That's just how it goes. They're gonna make a dumb decision. Maybe it's even a dumb decision that's bred out of greed, right? So it's not just a dumb decision to make a dumb decision. Sometimes greed plays a part. But as long as at the end of the day, when the community says we don't want this, they correct it. Well, it's tough. It's tough to look at that and go, that stinks. I just haven't seen anything to this point that makes me think that they're going to allow this BR to screw over the rest of the game. Now, if they do that, oh my God, we got a big tank right here. I might be able to take this thing out if we're lucky. Oh, I see it's coming down the hill. Let me run over here a little bit. All right, so we got this guy. I'm gonna sit with him here too. And don't take anything either in this video as me kind of acting like the people's concerns or complaints aren't warranted. I completely understand that when you talk about Call of Duty, you talk about Battlefield, you talk about any of these big AAA games, there's no benefit of the doubt that's been earned. And I completely understand that, right? We've seen both the Call of Duty series and the Battlefield series really drop the ball as of late. But now we're starting to honestly, please hit that, please hit that. Oh, it just did vehicle damage though. But honestly, now we're starting to see both of them realizing just how much damage that they did and take corrective action. And even this battle royale, as much as there's a lot of people, I get it, they don't like when companies trace trends. And I understand that if you're a fan of the Battlefield, kind of the bread and butter of the series, oh my God, and then that guy takes me out because I'm probably wasn't smart to do this thing live as I get taken out. But like I said, I understand people chasing trends and companies chasing trends and focusing on the bottom line over a good game and all of that. I get why people get nervous about it. But I will say, even this battle royale, this doesn't feel like a battle royale that's, hey, let's cash in on a trend. And even if is the battle royale trend even still going on, right? Because it's one of those things where you have kind of your main ones. But certainly I get the complaints, but this doesn't feel like a cash in, right? This feels like a Battlefield battle royale that was well thought out, meaning they didn't just say, here's what Warzone does, we're going to mimic that. They made something that feels like, if Call of Duty is this game that's about kill streaks, and this game that's about, and I'm not talking about the battle royale portion, I'm talking about the actual online game. If back in the day we viewed it as one was about kill streaks and personal kind of gain, and Battlefield was about objective gain and all of that, this game, right, is that version of Battlefield. Meaning, if Warzone's about how many kills can you get, this is about playing as a team and going through. And you can see, even in this game, while I'm doing this live commentary, you can see, right, that I was running around, running into a building, and what happened? I was done. It took me 0.3 seconds. Why? I wasn't being careful enough, right? That's just the truth of the matter. I simply wasn't being careful enough, and I did, in this case, cost the team a little bit. So the negative reviews that it's getting, I don't know if they're entirely warranted from the standpoint of this isn't a good BR. I think this is honestly the best case scenario, the best thing I could have wanted out of a Battlefield BR. And I was one of those people that didn't think I would actually play this all that much. I was kind of the belief that I like the Battlefield game itself so much that it doesn't need a BR. I thought they were just kind of not doing the trend chasing, but they were trying to just expand out, right there. I would, if we end up winning this game, it will be quite funny. But I thought they were just trying to expand out their audience, and they were going to make a standard battle royale was going to feel a lot like maybe Warzone does, with and probably not be all that good or successful. Instead, what did they make? I think they made something unique. I think they made something fun. I brought up in one of our last videos that even the map itself, it's like you look at the map, and even though I've played hours of this, I still feel like I haven't actually truly explored the entire map. Like I just haven't. Right? I feel like I even the place we are right now, I don't remember like this place we're in right now. This might have been the first time I was on this section of the map. And I just think that's super super cool. Super super cool. Does this guy get a revive in? I wonder. Oh, he got it. Oh, what a performance by these two guys, man. Oh, and then this happens. You gotta be kidding me. If we end up winning this game, if we end up winning this game, forget it. Because there's three left, three teams, and one of them's ours. So, I mean, if they could just chill here for a little bit and just take a breather. Oh, this guy, he has like a drone or something. Should we go to his POV? Oh, we can mark them. Wow. I feel kind of bad I did this video live commentary because oh, they're marking everything here. Ooh. Ooh. Did he I didn't even realize you could self-destruct that thing too. Wow. So there's three left. We've seen maybe one team that looks like it's one team, and this guy might be on his own too. Not sure if he is. No, 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 maybe not. Oh, get down, get down, get down. Oh, we got to be careful here, boys. We got to be careful here. Oh, what a move. Good maneuvering. Oh my God. Wait, that guy just went down, right? So he still has a buddy that's alive somewhere. Oh, it's right there. He's right there. Oh, wow. So this guy's pushing hard right now, which I think is smart. So that's it for that squad. It should take, it's down to two. This might be a 2-on-1. We may get a win on this video. And you figure where this thing started in my poor performance. You think about this. I mean, these guys, these are unbelievable. These guys are unreal. Look at this, dude. So it's a 2v1 right now. Did he just send that drone in there? I mean, I got to look at these stats. What stats did I even put up? I don't think I put up anything. I don't even deserve this. Can I hand this trophy back? Saying I didn't deserve this at all. I think this is my character, right? They're not even giving me that I did anything. So I did. Oh, I looted 10 chests. Okay. Good job by me, I guess. Oh, I did get a kill right in the beginning, right? Yeah, I got that one kill in the beginning. So out of the 14 squad kills, so I put up 4,000. Oh, I actually wasn't the worst on the team, I guess, in terms of total points. Not that that really matters, but that was a fun video to do live. We also ended up getting a win, even though I had nothing to do with it. I had basically nothing to do with that, but that was awesome. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And once again, we're going to be following this because I could see in a month or two people, looking at this battle royale differently, and there being problems. And if that comes, we will certainly, talk about it. But at the same time, it's just tough for me to look at this right now and go, this game is not good. I think this battle royale is good, and I judge it by one simple rule: do I have fun playing it? And I've had a ton of fun playing it. So thank you all for watching.